Okay, so we had to little technical break there. So we're gonna pick up where we left off. That there's a lot of little Satans out there, a lot of little human Satans out there, causing destruction and evil and all this chaos. Their work, and I will use that word because it is a spiritual work, is to force people to wake up, force people to look at the light, force people to go to God, force people to fight,
make a difference,
be your soul self. And I just got done telling you the other day that light, the illumination and the light, yeah, that's wonderful, but that's something you receive from spirit. The darkness is a force. It is something that you experience and you learn. So darkness is much more powerful and beneficial than actually light.
Right.
Because you cannot become light and illuminated until you have experienced the darkness, so you can know what light and illumination and love is.
And then share that. And all of your experiences you get to then witness.
That's our soul work.
Yeah, and serve him by helping others.
That's our soul work.
Right
there. But I don't think, now I could be totally wrong, I'm just thinking of my own experiences of what I've learned. No one can do their soul work until they accept and embrace the darkness, because that's where everything came from in the first place. I don't know of many monks or truly spiritual Buddhists or anybody who has not accepted the beauty of darkness.
Yeah.
The process.
Right.
Because that's what enlightens us. That's what gets us to that illumination. So, in answering the question, finally, it kind of goes hand in hand with the other broadcast we did, the Satan one. Our human problem is we think we know better than creation.
True.
We think that should not be. We think that person shouldn't do that. We think that should not happen. But we are not the Almighty in order to be able to make those decisions, so we create our own chaos by thinking we are. Yes, it's not enjoyable to see someone murdered. Yes, it's not enjoyable to see someone experience something, very challenging. But that is the dimension we live in. It's, for whatever reason, that's where we live. That's what we need to accept. So you accept the evil, the bad, the horrible, the negative in yourself, and then you turn around and say, okay, I understand it. I respect it because it's God's deal. It's the way things are and the way it's supposed to be. However, I'm also charged with the power to illuminate it, to reveal it, to bring love and light to it, to do whatever it is. So it's, just as you've got oil and water, they don't mix. It's the same creation here with everything. However, you don't mix the oil and water because you think they're gonna blend, because they're not created that way.
Yeah.
But that should not stop you from adding the water to the oil. So we have to have a function to smooth out that darkness. But as long as we're all sitting here going, that sucks, this is bad, you're horrible, you need to be hung, thrown to jail, all this stuff, negative, we're actually feeding that energy by thinking that way. So we're causing more harm than good ourselves.
Yeah.
We sit here and say, oh, it shouldn't be that way and this is horrible and bad, but just by us thinking and believing in that, we're making it worse. We're multiplying it. So the correction, yep, that sucked, that was horrible, that was bad. However, I'm not going to accept that as my consciousness. I know God did that for a reason. Now, where's the light? Where can I find that beauty in that moment? Yeah, where can I find that one little flicker of light that I can take and say, look, it's not that bad. Because that's ultimately what our job is here.
Well, and we have to move forward.
You have to.
You know, and in order to do that, reflecting and understanding.
But we have a duty to, our sole duty, to somehow find the light in the worst situations. As long as we're thinking about it and believing in that worst situation as being a horrible situation, we are manifesting more of it.
Right.
But our soul's job is to go in, accept it. Yes, that is a beautiful moment because it is going to bring this love and light to the mother or the father or humanity itself. A lot of children died because, and they changed humanity. So it's finding your middle zone.
That's a tough.
It's tough. It's not easy. But I've always said, no one on this planet is a wimp. No one here is weak because you cannot be in this dimension and not be a strong person. So even at your weakest point where you feel like you have no hope, no power, no nothing, rest assured, there are no sissies on this planet.
Yeah.
Not a one.
And that's saying, God, nothing's going to happen today that you and I can't handle together.
That's right.
And it's true. And that's if a person needs light, that's our duty to show them the light.
Yep.
Shine our light on them, if any.
Or even ask them.
Yeah.
Where's the light? Can you find the light in that?
Find it.
Do you see a flicker? Because it's there. Even if it's behind a shadow, it's there.
Yeah.
Help them see the light. You know, what did your loved one do for you? What did they say before they crossed over? Everything that has a message to it.
Right.
And it's only up to us to look for that message. And that message is the light. And then share it. Not make people believe in it now. Because nobody believes anything until they've experienced them themselves. But just help people see that light. And it's very hard when, actually, the one who asked that question, massive medical issues. It's very hard to live a life under medical.
Oh, chronic pain.
It's awful. I get that. However, with each medical problem issue that you're dealing with, that's also another message, and it's also a force pushing you forward to see what are you doing to see the light. What are you doing to manifest, bring the light? 9 times out of 10, we're feeling bad, we're in pain, we're not doing anything. But don't focus on the medical issue or what you're feeling or how bad you feel. If you're having a crappy day and you feel bad, immediately get up and go do something creative. Because creativity is the light. And creativity automatically cancels out any pain, illness, suffering thought you have. I've lived it multiple times. Do something creative. If you're not feeling right, not feeling good, go draw, go paint, go macrame, go sew. I don't care. Do something creative, right? Because I don't know how it works because it's God's deal, but it will automatically cancel out any negative stuff that you're dealing with here. So on that, thank you, Mary, for your little question help self.
Yes.
Thank you all for tuning in, and we'll hit another question soon enough.
See you next time.
All right, bye.